What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy GemMint. What's going on? Thanks for clicking that thumbnail and checking out this video. Today we're going to unbox the Sideshow Miles Morales premium format. This is the second one that they've done. This one is part of a 3-statue set, which includes Gwen Stacy as Ghost Spider and Peter Parker Spider-Man. We've already reviewed Gwen Stacy. You can check that one out if you'd like. But today we're going to unbox this one. So it has a smaller box, kind of on the darker side on the front and back, not too much going on. You do get a nice shot of the statue on the sides. And before we get this off the table and start with the unboxing, I do have a couple of giveaways, and if you really want to know about them, stick around to the end of the video and I'll give you all the details. But for now, hit that like, make sure you're subscribed, and let's jump into it. All right, we got the old school grayed out styrofoam Sideshow box. A ton of pieces from what it looks like, so removing all the plastic. All right, not too many. We got a couple of pieces for the base. We've got Miles. Here's the bottom of the base, number 68 out of just 400 for the exclusive, so nice low edition size. And you have that perspective city, just like with the Ghost Spider Gwen Stacy. I like the highlights and the coloring they got on there. It kind of reminds me of Batman the Animated Series. You got some lights on, some are off. And this base is kind of unique. It has another piece that keys into it. It has its own decal on the bottom and then more of the buildings. And you can see the peg that it'll key into that base. I'll show you during the assembly. And then the last piece for the base is the train. And I really like this warped perspective. Coloring looks great. It's got this purplish tone that goes into a grayish black. We get 2 pieces of slightly translucent webbing for Miles. So we'll show you during assembly on this as well. And then we have the body, which is one piece without the portrait, fully sculpted except for the hoodie. So here you can see the sculpted costume with the texturing, with the raised spider emblem. You can see the hoodie is all fabric. Here's a nice shot of his glove, and then moving on to his trademark sneakers. A little bit of a warped look on there, very cartoonish with the big laces. You've got the highlights on the other side of it, dirty shoes as he's swinging around through New York City. Then we have that hoodie, once again, nice fabric material and the sculpted back. And from what I can tell, you cannot remove this hoodie. And onto those portraits. So I love the masked portrait. It's black, but you have this purple highlight on the front and left side of it. You have texturing on those parts and then the raised red webbing once again. Love those eyes. And then we have the exclusive. We have the unmasked portrait, which, gotta be honest, I'm not really a fan of it. It doesn't look like any Miles that I'm familiar with as far as the comic books or the movies, even the video games, but it's well done. The paint job looks great. It looks realistic, slightly cartoonish, but I much rather prefer the masked portrait over the unmasked on this one. All right, on to assembly. So like we've shown, a couple of pieces are gonna need to connect, and then we'll do that train in the front here for the last part. A little bit fragile, kind of tough to get in, but we got it. Then let's go ahead and key Miles in. It's his right foot that just keys into the side of the building. Let's start it off with that exclusive portrait because it's not the one that I'm going to be using, but it looks good on him. It's a much older, more mature looking Miles than the last Sideshow premium format. Removing that head sculpt, let's try the masked portrait, and boom, there we go. Now, one more thing, we do have to connect that webbing, so let's spin this baby around. The longer piece is meant to wrap around the back of him, and it has a small peg. It can only fit one way, and the smaller piece just kind of keys into his hand. It doesn't have a peg or anything. But there we go. We got the web action. Let's take a look at him in full. If you guys are into exclusive variant comic books, you got to check out THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. They have a monthly subscription box that gives you 5 comics each month, $100 worth of retail value for just 50 bucks. But in addition, you also get a variant that's exclusive to this box. And for July, we have an Essentia issue 18, an Alex Regal Akira homage, limited to just 600 copies. Head on over to THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com so you can check out their subscription box today. All right, here we have Miles Morales. Let's give him a quick spin, and then we'll get some specs, dimensions, price, and all that good stuff. So you got a realistic, semi-realistic body pose, and then you have a perspective base. And what really drew me to this was the line, the Ghost Spider, Miles Morales, and Peter Parker Spider-Man, all going together with similar bases. And we'll bring Gwen Stacy out at the end of this video too. So let's go ahead and get those specs. The back of the web is the tallest point, which I guess you don't really have to display, but about 23 inches tall with the web. His hand is 21 inches tall. The width of this is about 11 inches, give or take. And the depth, if you're going front to the back of the hand, about 11 inches as well. Now, I mentioned the edition size on this being just $400, and this retails $650. Now, the collector's edition, which only has the masked portrait, it doesn't have the unmasked, that one costs $630 and double the edition size. They made 800 of them, and both are currently waitlisted on Sideshow, meaning they're not taking any more pre-orders. If you sign up on the wait list, and if somebody who pre-ordered it canceled, you may get an email that'll allow you to purchase the piece. But for right now, it's waitlisted. This one was sculpted by James W. Kane. You had Richard Long on the design, Bernardo Esquivel for the paint, and Esther Scandunes for the cut and sew. A lot of Miles Morales hype right now. I'm not surprised that this piece is waitlisted with the animated movie Across the Spider-Verse, the trilogy announced Beyond the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man 2 video game, and then the announcement of a live-action Miles Morales. This one might be hard to find. I think I'm personally more of a fan of the original premium format that Sideshow did, which was a younger Miles. It had that Venom base, a lot of translucency with the tongue, and great paint on that Venom. This one is a more mature Miles that reflects what he looks like more so now than when he first came out with the hoodie and all of that stuff. Let's quickly bring out Spider-Gwen and take a look at how they look together. Man, they do look good together. Those bases complement each other so well, and I can't wait to add the third and final piece, the Daniel Bell sculpted Spider-Man, which kind of has an amazing Spider-Man 300 type pose. Having them back to back would be cool too, kind of having Spider-Man here making a triangle out of the three pieces. Before I let you go with the 360 degrees of Miles solo and with Spider-Gwen, I was telling you about some giveaways in the beginning of this video. This Wednesday, June 21st, I'm going live on Whatnot at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and I'm going to be doing a Spider-Man 2099 Omnibus giveaway. We have a couple of other fun giveaways, plus I'm going to be auctioning off some comic books as well as part of Whatnot Wednesday. I'll be joined by Davis Ryder, by Comic Tom, and by Eris from Variant Comics. I'm going to be giving away a statue at the end of the month as well. You can bookmark that stream. Also, check us out on Whatnot. The link is in the description. And like I said, I'm going to leave you with these pieces spinning on the turntable. Thanks for watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.